Manufacturing a modern drone involves much more than simply attaching propellers, a battery, and a camera. Behind each unit lies a highly specialized industrial process where aerodynamic design, precision machining, brushless motor production, electronic assembly in clean rooms, firmware programming, and controlled flight testing converge. In factories like DJON's, this sequence is repeated on a massive scale, with lines capable of producing thousands of units with minimal tolerances and extraordinary consistency. It all begins with digital simulations and the selection of ultra-light materials. Then comes the cutting and molding of the chassis, the manufacturing of motors that spin at tens of thousands of revolutions per minute, the automated placement of microcomponents onto circuit boards, and finally, the assembly of a system that must fly with centimeter-level precision. What appears to be a compact and simple product is, in reality, an extreme concentration of engineering. And this is the complete journey of how millions of drones take shape inside a huge, modern factory. In industrial design studios, teams of engineers work on three-dimensional digital models where every millimeter matters. There, they define the body size, the distance between arms, the position of the motors, the battery housing, the space for the central circuit board, and the exact location for the camera or sensor system. It's not just about creating a compact and attractive device. It's about ensuring the entire assembly flies stably, withstands constant vibrations, and distributes its weight intelligently. In this initial stage, computer-aided design programs allow the virtual drone to be rotated from any angle, disassembled piece by piece, and subjected to mechanical stress simulations. Aerodynamic studies also come into play. Although a consumer drone may not seem like a particularly fast vehicle, its shape decisively influences the airflow around it. Engineers analyze how air flows over the casing, which areas might generate drag, and which geometries help maintain stability during abrupt maneuvers or gusts of wind. A poorly designed curvature or an unbalanced weight distribution can result in vibrations, reduced flight time, or less precise flight. Once the design is finalized, the selection of materials begins. Here, one of the best-kept secrets of the modern drone industry emerges: the obsession with the relationship between lightness and strength. The body must weigh very little because every extra gram reduces flight time and forces the motors to work harder. But at the same time, it needs to withstand minor impacts, high-frequency vibrations, temperature changes, and repeated stresses during thousands of takeoffs and landings. Therefore, many manufacturers use engineering polymers, reinforced composites, and carbon fiber parts or similar materials, chosen for their structural rigidity and low weight. With the design approved, production moves into the physical realm. The drone's chassis begins to take shape in CNC machining centers, industrial molds, or high-precision injection molding systems, depending on the type of part and the model being manufactured. In large-scale plants, several machines work simultaneously, cutting, drilling, and shaping the body halves, the arms that will hold the motors, and the bases where sensors and optical modules will be mounted. Everything must fit together with extreme precision. A tiny deviation in one of the arms, almost imperceptible to the naked eye, can cause oscillations when the propellers begin to spin at high speed. Many of these parts come off the machine still looking raw. They then go through finishing, cleaning, polishing, and dimensional inspection stages. Laser systems and measuring devices verify that each component meets the established tolerances. In a factory that produces thousands or millions of units, consistency is as important as speed. It's not enough to manufacture a lot. You have to manufacture the same thing, time after time, with the same level of precision. Meanwhile, other lines produce complementary structural elements, internal supports, protective covers, sensor housings, folding hinges in compact models, and small frames designed to isolate vibrations. Everything is designed so that during assembly the drone is not just a pretty shell, but a technical platform where every component has a precise position. The drone's structure performs several functions simultaneously. It must support motors, protect the electronics, dissipate some of the heat, withstand torsion, and serve as the skeleton for a machine that, although small, performs highly complex tasks. In some models, it must also integrate antennas, ventilation systems, camera gimbal mounts, and folding mechanisms that allow the equipment to be stored in small spaces without compromising rigidity. If the structure is the drone's skeleton, the motors and electronics are its muscular and nervous system. They are the elements that transform an empty shell into a machine capable of taking off, hovering and reacting in real time to every change of direction. In large factories, these parts don't arrive as finished blocks. They are also produced and assembled through extremely controlled processes. The brushless motor is one of the most delicate components of the system. Although it measures only a few centimeters, it must generate enormous rotational speeds with impeccable stability. Its manufacture begins with the stator, the stationary part of the motor. To produce it, thin sheets of electrical steel are stamped and stacked to form a core with precise slots. This laminated design is not accidental. It helps reduce magnetic losses and improves efficiency when the motor operates at high revolutions. Then comes the winding. On automated machines, very fine copper wires are wound hundreds of times around the stator following an exact pattern. Wire tension, the number of turns, and the uniformity of the winding are crucial for final performance. A drone motor operates at extremely high speeds, and any irregularity at this stage can result in excessive heat, vibration, or power loss. Simultaneously, the rotor, the moving part, is manufactured. Neodymium magnets, extraordinarily powerful for their size, are placed inside. Robots, or high-precision positioning systems, position each magnet within a cylindrical metal housing and secure it with heat-resistant adhesives. The alignment must be perfect. At tens of thousands of revolutions per minute, even a minimal deviation would be enough to unbalance the motor and compromise the entire flight. Once the stator and rotor are ready, they are assembled with a central shaft, tiny bearings, and retaining rings. The result seems insignificant in hand, a small, compact, and lightweight circular motor, but its capacity is extraordinary. 4 of these motors, precisely coordinated, can lift a drone, hover it, move it forward, backward, rotate it, and correct its position dozens of times per second. Before leaving the production line, each unit passes through test benches that verify power consumption, speed, vibration, and smoothness of rotation. While these motors take shape in another area of the plant, the drone's brain is being produced, the electronic board. Here, the atmosphere changes completely. Dies, shafts, and winding machines no longer predominate. Instead, there are clean rooms, precision conveyor belts, and pick-and-place robots. The boards arrive with their copper traces already etched, ready to receive a multitude of minuscule components: microprocessors, motor control chips, orientation sensors, communication modules, memory chips, voltage regulators, and many other nearly invisible elements are placed on them. Automated machines place thousands of components per hour with impressive accuracy. A vacuum nozzle arm picks up each component from trays or reels and deposits it precisely in its position. The board then moves to a reflow oven where solder paste melts and bonds all the components to the surface. What was once a bare board becomes a dense, compact electronic unit brimming with potential intelligence. Then comes automated optical inspection. High-resolution cameras compare each board to the original design, searching for microscopic errors, a faulty solder joint, a misaligned chip, a missing component. In such a small and demanding system, there is no room for oversight. A single defective joint could affect motor control, satellite positioning, or communication with the controller. In addition to the main board, many drones integrate specific modules for cameras, video transmission, obstacle detection, and navigation. Inertial sensors measure acceleration and orientation. Satellite receivers calculate position. Cameras and visual sensors stabilize the flight or detect nearby objects. All of this must coexist in a very small space and operate in perfect synchronization. What's impressive is that no component works in isolation. The drone stays aloft thanks to a constant dialogue between motors, sensors, and processors. If a gust of wind tilts the device by just a few degrees, the sensors detect it in milliseconds, the board calculates the correction, and the motors adjust their speed immediately. That conversation happens continuously, hundreds or thousands of times every second. In the final major stage of the process, the factory stops producing individual components and begins building complete drones. This is the moment when the frame, motors, sensors, electronics, battery, and optical system are joined for the first time into a single functional unit. On the assembly lines, the pace is constant. Each station has a specific task, and each operator, robot, or automated system performs a precise function within a timed sequence. The chassis arrives at the line and is placed on a mounting base that keeps it perfectly stable. The motors are then installed first on this empty frame at the ends of the arms. The screws must be tightened with controlled torque to ensure firmness without deforming the material. The cables from each motor are routed to the center of the body, where they will later connect to the controller board. This internal routing may seem like a minor detail, but it is not. A misplaced cable can rub against something, overheat, vibrate, or interfere with other modules. Next, the drone's main board is mounted, usually on supports or shock absorbers designed to isolate it from the vibrations generated by the motors. This detail is crucial. Inertial sensors need to read the actual movement of the aircraft, not the small vibrations of the chassis. Any unfiltered vibration can degrade flight accuracy and affect camera stability. With the central board in place, the connection of the rest of the system begins. The GPS module, communication antennas, visual sensors, stabilized gimbal, and camera are integrated. In many modern models, the 3-axis gimbal is practically a machine within a machine. It must compensate for the drone's movements and maintain a stable image even while the aircraft accelerates, turns, or brakes. Installing it requires alignment, mechanical protection, and a flawless electronic connection. Next, the battery is added, or at least the compartment and connectors that will house it. In advanced consumer drones, the battery is not simply a power source. It often includes its own electronics for thermal monitoring, cell balancing, and charge level management. Its integration must guarantee both power and safety because the entire performance of the drone depends on a stable power supply. Once all the internal modules are connected, the outer casing is closed. The two halves of the body are joined with precision screws and, in some cases, with snap-fit mechanisms designed to distribute stress. The drone now has its final shape. From the outside it looks finished, but it's not yet alive. It doesn't yet know how to fly. That step takes place at the programming station. There, each unit connects to a computer system that installs the corresponding firmware. This software is the true hidden pilot. It manages power distribution, interprets sensor data, calculates attitude corrections, coordinates the motors, manages the camera, and executes intelligent functions such as automatic return, target tracking, and obstacle braking. Without it, the drone would be just a collection of sophisticated parts without any real coordination. After the firmware is loaded, calibration begins. The inertial sensors must learn their reference position, the electronic compass must be adjusted, the visual system is verified. Communication between the battery, circuit board, and motors is checked. The correct functioning of the GPS and the drone's ability to interpret its location are also verified. Each unit leaves this station with individualized parameters and its own electronic identity within the production system. But in a factory of DJ-1's caliber, nothing is considered finished without real-world testing. That's why one of the most impactful phases of the process arrives, the flight test. In closed, controlled areas, the drones are powered on and subjected to automatic or semi-automatic sequences to verify that everything responds as it should. First, the propellers spin at low speed. Then, stability at rest is evaluated. Next comes takeoff. At that moment, the entire manufacturing process is put to the test. If there was an error in the motor's balance, vibration will appear. If a weld is faulty, an erratic reading could occur. If a sensor is miscalibrated, the drone will tend to over- or undercorrect. That's why these tests are much more than a simple demonstration flight. They are a functional audit of the entire product. During testing, the drone ascends, hovers, rotates, accelerates, brakes, and performs maneuvers designed to measure its performance. External systems and internal records collect data on response, power consumption, stability, temperature, and control accuracy. Only when everything falls within the expected parameters is the unit approved to move on to the final phase. Then comes the packaging. The drone is placed in molded trays that protect it from shocks and vibrations during transport. The remote control, chargers, spare propellers, cables, and manuals are added. The individual boxes are then placed in larger packaging and finally on pallets ready for global distribution. What was hours or days before a collection of scattered parts is now ready to be shipped to stores, logistics centers, or professional users anywhere in the world. And that's where the full picture comes in. Manufacturing millions of drones inside a huge plant isn't just about repeating a mechanical assembly. It's about coordinating advanced materials, microelectronics, precision motors, software, optics, automation, and quality control in a single continuous chain. It's about taking plastic, copper, steel, silicon, lithium, and glass and transforming them into a machine capable of taking off on its own, stabilizing in the air, and capturing the world from above. That's the true wonder of the process. The finished drone fits in a backpack or the palm of your hand, but behind its compact size lies an entire factory working like a gigantic organism.